The number one thing that I think is safe to say right now in the world of college football is Tennessee, they won that quarterback trade with UCLA. Remember, it's the spring game. Tennessee, is Nico going to play? Is he not going to play? It breaks, I believe it was either the day before or that morning, Nico Iamaleava is going to hit the transfer portal. Fast forward the tape, he transfers to UCLA, and who's already at UCLA, but they won Joey Aguilar, who's like, well, shoot, looks like the writing's on the wall for me here. I'm going to go somewhere else. He ends up in Knoxville to be the starting quarterback at Tennessee. We have the first ever on record quarterback trade in college football. And through 3 weeks of the season, Tennessee won that trade, dude. Tennessee won that trade. UCLA, you're working on yourself. You're figuring it out. You're in between jobs. You're just sort of in a spot now where you are not doing a ton on social media. Meanwhile, your ex, Joey Aguilar, now at Tennessee, got a promotion at the new job, got a new car, engaged, with this metaphor that is, living the good life. You're checking Instagram like, dang, ex is living pretty good right now. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Joey Aguilar, numbers aren't lying to you, man. Just look at the numbers. The numbers aren't lying to you. Tennessee is 2-1 with an overtime loss to Georgia. Joey Aguilar thrown 9 touchdowns, 2 picks, went for 371 against the Bulldogs. Say what you want about Georgia and their youth in that team and that secondary. Still, 371 against a Kirby Smart and Glenn Schumann team. Glenn Schumann defense, Kirby Smart defense. That means something. On the flip side, Nico Iamaleava is 3 touchdowns, 3 picks on the season. UCLA is 0-3 against the likes of Utah, UNLV, and New Mexico. I told you Joey Aguilar went for 371 against Georgia. Nico went over 300 yards one time last year at Tennessee against University of Tennessee Chattanooga. All right, that's pretty cut and dry to me. Pretty cut and dry. And I think something needs to be said for Joey Aguilar just being a better fit at Tennessee. Like, the skill set is one thing. If you put Joey Aguilar or Nico Iamaleava out there in a pro day setting and it was shorts, t-shirt, routes on air, Nico probably would look better. That's not how we play football, man. Football's not played in a pro day setting. It's played with 11 other dudes on the defensive side. It's played with 10 other dudes around you on the offensive side. It's played with pads. Joey Aguilar, I think, fits Tennessee better from a skill set perspective. I think overall, man, it's like a football personality perspective. Like, I think you got to have a certain level of not giving a fudge to be successful and thrive in Josh Heupel's offense. Like, Nico last year, there were so many times where as a Tennessee fan, you were like, man, like, can we cut it loose on the deep ball a little bit? Like, I'm cool with another interception or 2, Nico, if we could just unhitch the wagon and push the ball deep a little bit. Joey Aguilar is like 3 steps, hitch up, ball's out, Chris Brazzell go make a play. And you saw Chris Brazzell make multiple plays against Georgia. 50-50 ball, just give your guy a chance. Come down with it. Like, that's what you got to have in the Josh Heupel offense to thrive, man. You got to have a little bit of gunslinger to you. And Joey Aguilar very clearly has that. Because when you can run the football the way that Tennessee runs it and then be a threat to push the ball deep the way that Tennessee was against Georgia, the whole offense is open to you. Like, there's a reason why he went for 371. It wasn't just because it was a good scheme. That's part of it. But I think the personality of Joey Aguilar, the fearlessness of it, to be able to take shots deep in this offense, you saw that pay dividends. Nico didn't have that. Joey Aguilar does. That's why he's having success. In the exact same vein, Joey Aguilar never once looked overwhelmed against Georgia. Even if there were times where he wasn't 110% sure at what he was looking at, he was able to meet the moment and not make the play that ended up hurting Tennessee to the detriment of them losing the football game. And you're going to say, well, Jody, he had 2 picks. I totally hear that. But I would much rather live that way in a football game than watch Tennessee a year ago with Nico Iamaleava feeling like he's like double clutching all the time, not really sure what he was looking at with looking at the rush a lot. There was just a certain sense of like unsureness, insecurity to Nico Iamaleava's game at Tennessee a year ago. And going back to the personality, that's kind of, I think, the Joey Aguilar effect there. Like the willingness to cut it loose, the willingness to be able to step up in that big spot. Joey Aguilar played well enough to beat Georgia. Now, you missed the field goal and you live that way. If you're a Tennessee fan, it's unfortunate, but like he played well enough to beat Georgia, and I think that should be noted. Last year, Tennessee was not sniffing that win over Georgia. You say, well, JD, it's Josh Heupel. Going back to what we said already. It's a scheme thing. Josh Heupel's quarterback friendly, all those things. Josh Heupel was there last year too. Josh Heupel was calling the offense for Nico too, wasn't he? Didn't have success like Joey Aguilar's had. Well, JD, it's the weapons. Is it? I don't know. Chris Brazzell was there a year ago. Did he get better? Yeah, I suppose so. But you also had Brew McCoy a year ago. I think was pretty good, Tennessee. I think this is just pretty cut and dry. Tennessee won this quarterback trade. So here's what I hope coming away from this thing. One, I hope Nico figures it out. I do. I think he's super talented. I think he is from what I can gather, like a good kid for the most part. Like, I don't have any like personal knowledge of Nico Iamaleava. I think he got bad advice and took bad advice, to put it simply. But as much as I hope that, I also hope that this is kind of a cautionary tale for us in college football. The grass is not always greener. The portal is not always the answer. It's not always, I got to go somewhere else to help myself be in a better spot. Like if Nico was at Tennessee, would he be doing what Joey Aguilar is doing? I don't know. But I guarantee you they wouldn't be 0-3. Guarantee you he wouldn't have his head coach fired. Guarantee you he would have 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Like I think there'd be better numbers than that. So this isn't me blaming Nico for Deshaun Foster being fired at UCLA, but I just think there needs to be something said for the grass, again, not green. The pivot isn't always the right move in college football. And I think that the Nico situation is hopefully a cautionary illustration for us and for other individuals that maybe are considering making a transfer portal move in that same vein. So safe to say this far during the college football season, Tennessee won that quarterback trade with Joey Aguilar.